The storm has now arrived. Hey guys, Stormboy13. It's time for the July updates. So, I think you probably know it by now for those who are living in the UK, but let's just go through a quick recap. Over the past fortnight, the UK has been stuck underneath a cut-off low pressure, basically with the jet stream been broken into several places. You know, it's not like it's from west to east. Our pressure has just been consistently low over the last last week it was particularly extremely wet, well below average temperatures, quite windy at times, which has resulted in some quite big flooding problems across the eastern parts of England. Now, today's actually been quite a nice day, oddly enough, but the rest of June is not looking anything summer-like, but it will be a little bit warmer than recently, but still chances of some further rain at times, which will be unwelcome news for the rivers and the streams. But anyways, what is July going to be delivering to our area or across the UK? Will we get another memorial heatwave just like last year, or will it be another washout month? I've looked through the online for AccuWeather, and it's likely that, the previous video I predicted that the cool and unsettled weather may persist into mid-July. Well, it's not looking like it's going to be a great month. It's not going to be a complete washout. There will be some warm and dry days. I will hopefully promise you that. But there will be, most days, we could actually see more rain around or showers around. And the temperature's certainly nowhere near as hot as it was. Well, it wouldn't be as hot as anyways last year. But the daytime temperatures for most of the month, for July next month, could be slightly below average on most days. So, yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you. We're not looking like it's not going to shape up to be the great summer of 2019. But there will be a few days we will get some nice weather. Let's go through more detail. Predictions are, as we keep the changeable theme throughout the rest of June, with temperatures close to average though, so at the moment we should stay into high teens, maybe low 20s on some days, which isn't completely that bad for the second half of June. So as we approach now, as of course colleges and some schools probably would have broken up for summer holidays around the month of July, let's begin with the first week, and as we know, July starts on a Monday this year. It's not looking great, unfortunately, for the first week of July. Low pressure will be taking control, and we could see winds coming in. So I got hay fever. It always happens this time of year. But low pressure will be in charge throughout the first week of July, which will be introducing probably it will be slightly east of us, so it will be dragging in some cool northwesterly winds and also quite a lot of cloud and some outbreaks of rain. So beginning of July potentially could be a little bit of a washout, I'm afraid. Particularly for the first few days of July, persistent cloud cover, temperatures could be struggling as well, probably just around into the mid-teens at best. With overcast skies, some heavy rain or showers at times. Beginning of July is not looking promising at all, I'm afraid. So we could be having a bit of a struggle. Slowly but surely, I think the low pressure will gradually move away. We'll see a bit of high pressure, and temperatures we lose northwesterly, so probably a little bit drier for the end of the first week, and temperatures may be getting back up into low 20s, so a little bit better to end the first week. But overall, it's not looking like it's going to be a great start to July, with quite a lot of rain or showers around circulating the area of low pressure, and the winds in the wrong direction will keep in some pretty cool air. So July is not looking great. Then the first weekend, July the 6th and 7th, and actually there will be some slight improvements. The weather's looking a bit drier throughout the first weekend of July, so we'll be brightening up. We will see some fairly warm sunshine around. There's not many showers around as pressure will be rising. So actually, particularly around on Sunday, on the first Sunday of July, we could say temperatures may be getting up to around 22-23 degrees Celsius. So even if it's not massively heatwave-like conditions, it'll feel quite warm, and we'll have relatively light wind. So the first weekend of July hasn't actually, I can't get my words out today, isn't actually looking that bad. Will it last though? The second week of July, 8th to the 12th, No. It was nice while it lasted. The second week of July will be, after a brief ridge of high pressure, we see another area of low pressure, the jet stream taking a tumble once again. It will be a warm start to the week. Temperatures will start off in the low 20s, but could be back down into the teens throughout the second half of the week. So the likely theme is for the second week of July, we could see a dry start, probably a dry Monday, but particularly throughout midweek, plenty of heavy torrential rain at times, or some showers, which once again, not great news if you've fed up with the flooding or the recent downpour. So throughout the second week of July, it's not looking great, and the temperatures probably only into the mid to high teens at best. So once again, not great news. If you're wanting any prolonged dry warm weather, the low pressure will be controlled throughout the second week, and again the wind's mostly coming in either westerly or from northwesterly direction. So yeah, a bit of a struggle, I'm afraid. But basically, the high pressure source high is fairly well to the south of the Mediterranean, and we're nowhere near getting towards it at times throughout July. So it's first half of July particularly is looking very, very disappointing. Probably a little dry to end the second week. Midweek will be very wet. Then the second weekend, the 13th and the 14th of July, and temperatures will be warming up a bit. We'll get back up possibly high teens to low 20s, but we keep some scattered showers about. But hopefully the wettest of the weather will clear away. We'll just probably get rid of the low pressure and a small ridge of the high pressure. So it could be worse, I guess. The second weekend of July, not a complete washout, a little bit of everything. Then as we approach the third week of July, 15th to the 19th, for a couple of days afterwards, there will be fewer showers, and we're starting to see another ridge of high pressure, but once again, we're not really seeing much in the way of hot weather. The winds will be west to southwesterly at best, so but there will be some sunny spells. Temperatures may get into low 20s on a few days, so that won't feel too bad. Will be quite warm at times. The winds won't be too much as well. The winds won't be too strong. But then as we approach into the end of the third week, before the weekend, showers return once again. There could be some heavy and thundery ones, and low pressure kicking in, and temperatures around average, probably sticking to a westerly direction, so low 20s, high teens typically. But we're just not seeing much of that dry weather persisting throughout the month of July as we wanted it to be. So July stays relatively unsettled, particularly at the end of the third week of the 18th and the 19th especially, and temperatures just close to average overall. There will be some sunshine, but not completely dry. The third weekend of July, 20th and the 21st, not great. And once again, we keep some showers at times, but once again, there will be some spells of sunshine. Temperatures aren't particularly that cold though. They will be a little bit better than they have been for the first half of July. Low 20s, just not completely dry. So yeah, we've got some successions of mini low pressure systems with a few intervals of high pressure systems. So we're just not seeing any prolonged warm and dry weather. Now, if you're looking for heat, I think the most likely time you could get heat is probably the fourth week of July, 22nd to the 26th, where temperatures could potentially rise up closer to the mid-20s, which if we don't get this throughout June and stays like this into July, that will be a welcome change. Is it going to be completely dry? Sadly not. Such a summer so far. The fourth week of July, possibly, we're going to see winds approaching a bit more of a southwesterly direction, maybe close to a southerly. The pressure will be rising for a couple of days throughout the beginning of the fourth week. There could be a bit of misty, cloudy mornings, but hopefully we'll get to see a bit more in the way of warmer sunshine. And temperatures, like I said, could be close to 25 degrees Celsius throughout the beginning of the fourth week of July. But I think there could be a big thundery breakdown towards the middle of the week, throughout the fourth week of July. Temperatures, particularly on Tuesday and Wednesday, we could get the odd very warm day on Wednesday. And then it could go in with a bang as we see some slightly fresher air and more low pressure systems bringing some thunderstorms, torrential downpours in places. Difficult to pinpoint where, but with showers you never know when they're going to hit. But we could see another wave of downpours hitting our area towards the middle of the fourth week. The end of the fourth week of July, temperatures still not doing too bad. Wind still staying from the southwesterly, low pressure in the similar places, so further heavy showers and a few thunderstorms. Not everywhere will catch them. There will be a bit of sunshine, and temperatures still into low 20s. That's what I could offer you. And then the last weekend of July, the 27th and the 28th, we keep the showers, I'm afraid. There will be some sunshine. It's not going to be completely dull, and the temperatures staying close to average, low 20s. So, but we're just not going to see much in the way of prolonged dry weather. That's the month of July likely to be. Heavy thundery showers, some sunshine, classic summer theme. And then the last few days of July, the 29th to the 31st, it's probably briefly turns a little bit cooler to end July. Temperatures probably into the teens. Some isolated showers around. Probably the showers won't be quite as intense. And maybe turning just a tad drier, maybe to close the month of July, with temperatures still close to average, so low 20s at the very best. So, and that is pretty much the summary of July. It will be quite cool, especially into the first half of the month. Temperatures again, probably a little bit better in the second half. It's not looking completely dry. Could be another wet month, I'm afraid, with heavy rain at times. It won't be completely wet, but most days you could see at least 2 to 5 millimeters minimum every day. Sunshine totals close to average. It won't be completely dull, but certainly it's not going to be anywhere near as nice as last year, July. And like I said, the warmest of the weather I can predict will probably be in the fourth week, close to the mid-20s, but I'm not promising anything that hot or anything prolonged dry weather over the next several weeks, I'm afraid. So, sorry if it sounds a bit disappointing, but I'm predicting it's going to be a slightly cool month and a very wet month, but not completely dull, but it could be. I wish it could be better. So that's what I've got to deliver to you. More videos will be coming out soon. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you agree with me, give it a like. If you disagree with me, you can give it a dislike. Fine by me, but just no nasty comments. And other than that, have a fantastic rest of the week. I will be getting more videos out for you very soon, as always. And yes, storm is now out.